Good morning, good morning, good morning to all of you, my friends. My name is Rabbit, and welcome to episode 106 of Let's Play Jade Cocoon 2. So, I wanted to share with you guys that obviously I am not canceling this Let's Play. I'm not sure why some people became kind of concerned about this, but it has admittedly been roughly 3 weeks between this episode and episode 105. That wasn't because I got burned out or because I was planning on canceling the Let's Play, so I want to open by addressing your concerns. The only reason why I decided to give us such a big gap between the last episode and this one was because I felt as though I was somewhat inundating you guys with these videos because I was kind of on a mission to wrap this up as quickly as possible. So I kind of was a little overzealous, I think, and I was pumping out just episode after episode after episode of Jade Cocoon 2, and I wasn't really giving you guys variety. So that's wonderful for the people that love Jade Cocoon 2, but it wasn't that much fun for those of you who aren't a huge fan of this particular video game. So I tried to give you a break. I had uploaded 5 episodes of Legend of Legaia, took a couple days to do my own shit, and then I uploaded 4 videos of a Nintendo Entertainment System shooter game called Heavy Barrel. So I tried to give you guys 2 different games and 2 different sets of videos of variety, and I don't know why, but some of you had been private messaging me this last week saying that you were so sad that I canceled this game, or you were hoping that I'd eventually bring it back. So I just want to open by saying I'm sorry if you ever got that impression that I was quitting Jade Cocoon 2. I honestly had no intention to give you that impression. I just pure and simply wanted to provide variety and sort of buffer all of the Jade Cocoon 2 content that I had been pumping out that I had been pumping out with something else. So I hope that makes sense. Again, I'm sorry for those of you who were kind of scared that I was canceling this, but no, we are back in action. So that is a perfect segue into what I did without you guys off camera. So as you can see, our team is a bit different. We will actually look at each individual, but I want to open by saying this team isn't one that I think is going to be that fantastic. You're probably not going to be that impressed. I had 2 intentions with this lineup. One, there were a few people that were right on the cusp of hitting the, I guess you would say, that range where they can be merged. So a few people are at like level 13 or 14-ish. So I decided, let me just go ahead and bring them into battle, because the sooner they can hit 20 or 19 or whenever I decide to merge them, the better, so that I can get them to their max bar and hopefully see their final evolutionary form as soon as possible. So that was goal number 1. Let's grab as many people that are kind of on that cusp as possible. And 2, I did want to switch things up a bit and have some more new faces mixed with the ones that are kind of old but that we hadn't really been using. So with that being said, let's dive into the details of their stats. We've got Vera, whom we have worked with before. She is one that kind of falls in that category where I was saying she's level 13, so she's close to being mergeable again, and it looks like she should be able to hit her final evolutionary form, which is the goal for a lot of these. I want to really fill up my beast notebook. That shouldn't be new. I've said that a couple of times, that as soon as we hit that 4th form for some people, it's not that I don't want to use them anymore, but I want to see new faces and I want to see new final forms. So she's in that camp. Here are her stats. It's nothing different from what you had seen last time we used her, which was a while ago, admittedly. So there you go. Moving on. So we've got Maisie, who I had just recently merged. She is sporting the newest Poison Storm, or the newest poison ability called Poison Storm, that we had acquired while we were going through the Dark Wind Forest. So there you go. That is what she's looking like. Moving on, we've got Bart, who I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about him. I decided to go ahead and give him the newest final form of Phobarina. We have seen Phobarid before in the past. I don't think it was on Bart. I actually wonder if it was on Vera. I don't remember who was sporting it, but this is what he's rocking. So nothing too special or spectacular, but it is what it is. Next, we've got Extra Buddy back, also known as EB. He has not changed, as you could see from his level. He's also kind of in Vera's camp, where he's close to a mergeable level, although we still got a ways to go before we see his final form, unlike Vera. So we've got Dacia here. I just merged her and gave her Olvi Lude, so just to get a little bit of magic-based power going when we venture forward into our next dark forest. We've got Mundo just bringing some more variety. He's on the corner of our earth and our water side. He's got cover, which we've seen before, and life attack, which we've also seen before. So our final beast is Sierra, who was that semi-new, semi-rare egg that we had picked up several videos and episodes ago. But she is replacing Walter because Walter did hit his 4th form, and she has Meta Knight. So that's all that she's really got going on, and that is it. We made a full circle. So just so that we don't even touch 6 minutes with an intro and disclaimer and explanation, let's just rush on into the dark forest, or the entrance of darkness, I should say. We will be entering the dark fire forest, but as a quick recap, we had just wrapped up the events of the dark wind forest. Gil was the one whose heart had been possessed by darkness.
Huh? That's odd. The entrance is closed.
Who? Maybe it died because you released the people who fell into darkness.
So we might have seen that dialogue exchange before, but I figured let's try it again anyway. And now, without further ado, let's just dive straight in. Now this is a little bit dangerous because the beasts that I do have, it's not that they're weak, but they are not, I wouldn't say they're the most defensively sound. So I'm going to have to be very cognizant of what I do, because this could end a little bit badly and I could end up having a person or two die. So I will do my best to not let that be the case. That was sort of why I was thinking I probably should bring cover in here with me, just in case things get a little hairy and a little scary, if you know what I mean. But I think we should be fine. Ooh, my goodness, but even with that guard up, it's just very scary. I think, oh god, this can go either way. Let's go ahead and try using our fire side. Bart might die, but getting this firewall up is going to be imperative, I think, in continuously getting chip damage on the enemies. So we'll see, fingers crossed. And we got that stroke chance. Oh my goodness. Stop this. Oh my goodness. I'm not trying to see this. Woo, good thing you missed. Ha ha ha, nice try. Okay, well that's pretty good. This is actually working out fairly well, I would say. We'll rotate just so as many people as possible can go ahead and get some XP. But how have you guys all been doing? I hope life has been treating you all well. Everything has been okay for me. I would say my life has been sort of a mixture of good and bad, but I mean that could probably be said for anyone, right? I think everyone goes through seasons where things are great and things are not so great, and for me in particular, lately the challenge has been a combination of work and dealing with people outside of work, surprisingly. So with work, our graduation for students is coming up. It will be next Friday, so I've got about a week before the big graduation day hits, and our students are so excited, and we're all excited for them, as well as a tad bit sad. Oh, St. Elmo's Fire. I didn't even notice that was the name of this area. That's pretty interesting. But anyway, I digress. So we're all very excited for them and proud of them, and it's a very bittersweet celebration that's coming up, right? But with that, I think there's a lot that needs to be done, and I'm kind of nervous, I guess, about everything. Not even necessarily that I'm needing to be involved in the graduation, but you know, I want to help out and do what I can. So I volunteered to like help with setup on the morning and stay and help with cleanup, and I want to be there because some of the students that I have tutored are going to be walking. So it's a really, really cool day, and I don't know, I can't wait to see some of them get their diploma. And because I told you guys how we're like a combination of a community college and a high school, so there are plenty of students that are just 18 or a couple that are 17, and they're going to be graduating with a full associates that they got for free, by the way, as well as their high school diploma. So it's so cool, and I can't contain my excitement, you know? Like, what a privilege to see these brilliant minds that are going to be advancing on. And, you know, for a lot of them that are continuing on for like a 4-year institution, what's really cool is since they have their associates, some of them are going to be getting their 4-year degree before they're 20 years old, you know? Because it's like they're 17 or 18 now with the 2 years, and it will take them like 2 years to finish up the actual 4-year version of whatever they decided to pursue through our community college combination program. So anyway, graduation day is going to be so cool. I cannot wait for it. However, I'm a little nervous because it seems like there's a lot that needs to be done, and not everyone really pulls their weight. So I'm kind of nervous that that day is going to be a bit scary and a bit crazy, and I wonder if we're really going to see things be more chaotic than they need to be. I don't know. I just don't know what to expect. So I'm feeling a little bit anxious. And this upcoming week, I have to wrap up some of the stuff for my department, and then I'm going to try to be working with oh my god, no, not Sierra. We literally just got started. These things are so strong, and she's my healer. Okay, this might not be too good, but it's not the end of the world either. So I might do, I may have citron powders, but I might not either. Well, we'll quickly look through the inventory, and if I don't have anything, I might pause and run back before, well, no, I don't think that's really worth it. We don't. Let me think about this. I may run back. All right, let me decide without you guys. One sec. Okay, I probably spent way too long debating it, but you know what? I decided let's at least finish exploring everything here, because we might as well, you know, we'll pick up some stuff, and if I have to go back to bring someone back to life, I'd rather have shit to sell and actually stuff to show for being here. So we want, let's get the initiative on this douchebag, because you're the reason this shit happened in the first place. Okay, so if I can set up this firewall. Oh, hey, EB. Although you're not really the one that I needed to bring his HP back. Well, I guess it's fine. But Bart is very weak and susceptible to these Augs and their bullshit, so... Oh, nice. Okay. I think we should be fine. Our Earth side should be able to take care of everything. But like I was saying in our intro, I don't know how I feel about this team. Like, they're very weak, so this was something I foresaw as being a possible issue. But hopefully we'll be able to make it. That guard is nice, though. Oh, man, but I don't know how much it can really take. Let's try to shift the damage a little bit. Please, if both of you attack the same one, then we'll only have to fuck around with one of these guys. Oh, my goodness. But I guess that's good, too. They should kill themselves. Oh, or not? Is the firewall gone? Ooh, that is no bueno. Okay, well, the poison will take care of the one on the right. Let's just go for this. It should be okay. Oh my goodness, guys. This is going to be tough. I might have to rearrange my amulet again, which I kind of don't want to. I want to try to brave it with this group, but it might just be what it is. Alright, and we'll just finalize everything with this side. This guy is toast. But anyway, I guess coming back to what I was sharing with you, so graduation is coming up, and I feel like this upcoming week is going to be somewhat crazy for me because I have some stuff that I have to wrap up in my research department, and then I told you I'm going to be helping with like all the setup and all of the shit that relates to the graduation, because there's not really one specific group that handles that. Okay, I want to try to get him from behind. Shit! Because that is going to be the key. Oh no, I was kind of to the side. Oh, it still gave it to me. Okay, that is perfect. Let's see what we can make happen. I wonder if I could try, you know what? I was going to say I wonder if I could try just braving it on this side, but that would be kind of dangerous, I think. I mean, maybe we could do it. What do I have? I guess I could use this, and we'll see. Bart might go down here. We'll see what happens. Ooh. If Maisie can kill the one in the middle, and EB... Oh my god, no, you let him live! Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. Well, there he goes. Oh god, just as I predicted. Oh, this is so bad. Okay, Vera, well, it's nice to see you in this form. Hopefully she'll hit her 4th one sooner than later, because then, you know, maybe I could get rid of her and put something a little bit more sturdy? I don't know. I'll have to think about this later. Let's just wrap this up. Okay, I'm not ready to actually go in that. Oh, is that it? It looks like that is it. Let me at least open up this. That's really interesting. Well... Should we? What the hell? Let's try to kill this thing. Just to get the XP. I'll go ahead and use my Hellfire again. There's no reason to hang on to these rings anyway. They're not that great at this point. And I don't really want to sell them, so if I can use them to make this battle go a tad bit quicker, that would be ideal. But that'll be nice. I guess by the end of this episode, we will have at least wrapped up one of the islands here. And what was this one called? Like St. Elmo's Fire or something? Okay. I wish we could hotkey some of the items so we're not constantly having to go back through menus and this somewhat clunky user interface. So next week, I keep like getting distracted with what's actually happening in the game. But next week is going to be crazy for me for the reasons stated. But I am admittedly looking forward to seeing the students walk. So outside of just the fact that work is going to be busy with me juggling a lot of different things, there's just been so much crap going on with people, you guys, like outside of work. Like my husband's in-laws are losing their mind. My father-in-law in particular sent such a passive-aggressive, fucked up text message to me the other day, and I was just like, really? Like, what is your... I'm not saying really to this game, because I know everyone's like dropping to these things, but I was just like, really? Why would you text me this? I just don't understand people. I have to confess, I feel like people whose lives tend to be more cushy or they come from a background of a higher level of privilege, it seems like things that don't really matter in the grand scheme of things just make them crumble. It's like they can't really cope with anything. I almost wanted to say they can't cope with problems, but that's not necessarily true because, you know, everyone has their little day-to-day things. But I feel like when something that for most people wouldn't be considered a huge deal surfaces, they just completely crumble and they take it out on people who love them or people who haven't even done anything to them. And I feel like my in-laws and even just other people that I know are very much that way. And I have never understood that, like how you can be such an asshole over nothing. Like, it just blows my mind. So I've been dealing a lot with our in-laws this week as well. And Andrew, my husband, and I have been entertaining the idea of, well, do we need to possibly call them this weekend and set some very strict boundaries? Like, what do we need to do to make this no longer an issue in the future? Because I don't know how much more I can take of dealing with their bullshit. And just, oh my gosh, I don't know, you guys. People have just been driving me crazy, and it kind of drives home for me why I don't like to trust people so easily and why I don't like to give too much of myself to everyone, because it seems like people are so selfish and they're so illogical and they just take and take and take and take and take, and then when it no longer suits them, then they're gone, or, you know, whatever. And that's very frustrating and that's very sad. I don't really worry too much about, oh, why did I come here? I meant to go to Kiki Knacks and Company. I don't take it too personally because I know people's choices, people's words, it's a reflection of them, not me, right? Like, I can't make someone be mature. I can't make someone be responsible. I can't make someone take ownership of their choices and reflect on the decisions that they make and think about why certain outcomes unfold. I think it's easier for a lot of people to instead be defensive and think, well, all of this is happening because of someone else or because people are a certain way. I don't have any Garas in my team, but I was wanting to check just to see if I could use any power-ups on anyone. But that's fine. So yeah, I feel like that's something that people have to really grow up and figure out for themselves. And it's sad that sometimes adults can hit a point where they don't even know how to reflect on things. So more specifically, I guess, as it pertains to my father-in-law, it's like he wants to bully people into respecting him and bully people into taking him seriously. But instead of him actually thinking, okay, well, why don't my kids want to talk to me, or why doesn't anyone take me seriously or respect who I am, and then thinking about what he can do to change that, he instead just feels like, well, it's their fault that they're not acting how they're supposed to. And I don't understand that mentality. And I've seen that with adults. I've seen that with, people my age, people slightly younger than me. I guess it's just a problem that a lot of people deal with, and people just aren't mature. They're illogical. They're selfish. And I'm just like to the point where I'm like, you know what? I just have to do me. I have to focus on my happiness. As long as I know I'm giving out as much love as I can, and I'm doing what's right for the world and for the cosmos, I guess that's all I can really do, right? Well, I will go ahead and end things here, you guys. We have our party back. We finished making our way through the first layer of, I guess it was St. Elmo's fire, or our first layer of the fire forest. So when we come back together in our next episode, I will bring us back right at that little end when we were about to enter the Princess Vine. So it shouldn't take me too long. I'll basically see you in a couple minutes. So take care until our next episode.